You're listening to the Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Guys, here's something we missed out on. I can't believe this. A company called Get Naked Australia hosted Sydney's first nude cruise, which took place on Sydney Harbour on the weekend.
It looked amazing.
You know, my first thought was, is this Spencer Tunick? Because he's the photographer that takes the mass nude shots. He's rolling down to Australia again, trying to get everybody in the nude. But no, that's not what's going on here. It's the biggest naked cruise event in the country.
It's great.
60 people.
Did you guys see the news? The news covered it, and they started with this doozy.
Sun's out, guns out, buns out.
Not bad.
Really good.
I like that.
You can hear the crowd in the background, almost like they've heard the catchy headline from the news report.
What happens when it comes to dinner time, though, and you sit down at the table?
Well, you sit down at the table.
It's not nice. Like, your jugs are on the table as you're trying to eat away.
Depends what sort of jugs you've got.
Yeah, but there'd be women there
More
with...
jugs over here, please. Oh, we've got them.
But, like, it's just take that visual for a minute on someone who doesn't look like Kendall Jenner, which is every other person on the planet.
This is your night. This is your nightmare.
My nightmare, absolutely. I'm actually sweating while you talk about it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to go on it.
I don't ever want to be near that boat.
No one will make you go on it.
Thank you.
People aged between 21 and 55, fair range, stripped off and enjoyed themselves with their suns out, buns out. Strictly non-sexual event. It's all about teaching people to be comfortable in their own skin. Here's one of the organisers and how big they want to make this event.
In our next cruise in December, we've got 125 coming. The ultimate goal would be to get a cruise liner.
No.
Oh, P&O, mate, P&O.
Imagine going down that water slide.
Oh.
What about when they go and sit on the mutual couch? Like, you got no pants on. Do you let your kids sit on the sofa with no undies on? No, you don't, because it's disgusting.
Well, no, it's not disgusting.
No, it
it's,
is.
that's how we were
Hygiene.
brought into this world, Sarah.
Yes, but
Yeah,
you're
but we
asking
didn't
us,
stay that way, did we?
yeah, you're asking us to adopt a caveman attitude in a modern world.
Oh.
I don't have an issue with the nudity thing, right? I'm okay with that, but I do get where you're coming from,
Like
Says.
the hygiene of it.
Because when I say to the kids, we're going out for a bath, get your clothes off, and then
Totally.
they go and sit back on the couch with a dirty bum after
Yeah.
school, I go, no. That's not what I want on the couch.
Everyone's got dirty bums. Matt DeGroot, did you want to say something?
Having been the only one that I think has done a Spencer Tunick photo.
Oh, yes, of
So
course.
the only one that has been involved in a mass nude event. Can tell you that it is in no way sexual. Takes about 2 minutes for it to go from being weird and sort of unusual. Here we go. Go on, ramp it up, Macca.
No, I'm listening.
To a celebration of humanity in a way that you couldn't possibly imagine if you didn't experience it yourself. And the joint joy that comes from people just being themselves
Whatever.
can't be matched.
You know what the issue is with Spencer Tunick too, MDG, is quite often you'll be asked to hop into some odd poses. So when you're doing almost down in the leapfrog, if you were to look up, you would just cop it right in the eye from the person just in front of you.
The worst one was on the steps of the Opera House where everyone had to lay down flat.
Yes.
But there was, let's say, 5,000 people and room for about 500 people laying flat. So you would have a leg draped over your chest and you'd be trying to...
Flat on your back?
Flat on your back and just limbs everywhere.
Oh, my God.
That was...
The Opera House had a few extra sales that day.
Oh, my God. You were giving it 3 thumbs up.
It
which was
wasn't, but this is the thing. It's not sexual, guys. Your mind goes
Yeah,
there.
but you looked. You
It's just-
looked, didn't you?
Mac, well, you don't
course
want
you
to,
look.
but you,
Reached for your eyes.
one's eye does
one's
try
what?
to spend time in the middle distance.
DeGroot, stay
What?
there because we've just got a phone call from the founder of Get Naked Australia. Brendan, you there?
Yeah, mate.
Brendo, congratulations on the big cruise on the weekend. Here's what I want to know, Brendo. At what stage do you take your clothes off? Like, do you guys pick us up and I got to nude up before I get on board? Or do we go 3, 2, 1, rip it off?
No, we stay within the legal boundaries. We basically cruise around to one of the nude beaches in Sydney Harbour, which is Cobblers, and once it's legal, we get the all clear from the skipper.
Yep.
And he goes, off you go, kid off, and jump in the water, have some fun.
As the organiser, Brendo, do you have to be nude too?
Yeah, I
Is that
enjoy
tough?
it.
Is that tough though in front of workmates?
No, I've had plenty of workmates get involved too. They love it.
Okay, so let's go on down the hygiene issue there as well, Brendan. If you're just having a... If you're eating some Jats crackers and stuff like that and some cheese on the boat, but you're sitting down, is it
Yeah.
okay for when you get up, is it okay for someone else to sit in that spot or...
Well, we obviously try to encourage everyone to carry a towel, and if they are going to sit down, to sit on their own towel.
Right.
Crossover of
BYO butt pad.
Bring a trap. Yeah,
Brendan,
okay.
Brendan, it's not just cruises that you guys do Get Naked Australia. There's other things that you do all around. You call yourself naturist, is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, we're not the type of people like Sarah was talking about earlier that just sit around the dinner table with our kid off.
Right,
Is it, but hang on, if you're getting nude, how do you eat dinner?
Well, we tend to only get nude in nature, so it's always out for a swim or a sunbake at the beach,
Right.
and it's more involving the elements. When we go home, we put our clothes back on.
Sure.
Has there been any injuries over the years, Brendan?
There's been some bad sunburns.
Yeah. Do you know what?
testicle burn.
I was about to say, Brendo, a couple of points. One, I thought some vitamin D around the lower region could be good for you. Secondly,
Fine line.
there is also a very fine line when applying sunscreen to a member, I would have thought, because it could look really seedy if it was 3, 2, 1, everybody put sunscreen on you.
Yeah, I can understand how that's not a good look.
Well, DeGroot's been applying sunscreen for the last half an hour.
That is such a basic.
Hey,
He
Brendan.
asked me to put it on him.
But why did you say yes
That's
then?
how he got his job here. All right, Brendo, we're going to book Sarah in for one of your cruises, mate.
Sorry, Brendan. You do you, mate, but I can't come.
Sarah is in.
Sounds good. It sounds like Matt de Groot's keen.
Yeah,
all in, baby.
He's grubby though.
Oh, yeah, we're going to cross live to the new
Celebration.
cruise.
It's a celebration of humanity, guys.
Good on you, MDG.
Brilliant.
I mean, if you're...
DeGroot turns around on the boat. Next thing you know, it's caught up in the engine.
That's a credit. I'll take that. Thanks, mate.
He's knocked the captain's hat off.
Sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
All right. Are you able to read the news, mate, or are you a bit distracted right now?
It's a celebration of humanity.
Okay, what's
Nothing
coming up?
sexual about it.
What's coming up in your sexual newsroom?
No, that's a class action against Medibank. But anyway, we'll get to that one shortly.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Whipper podcast.